Welcome guys, I thought I should try out this March of the Machine, the Aftermath draft. It seems to be Premier Draft only, and this is the last week I can do it. So I thought this is a good place to use up my draft tokens. Let's chuck a couple of draft tokens into this, see how we do. So on we go. And of course this involves drafting against other humans. This might mean there are more rares available to draft. I might have a difficult decision, a few difficult decisions on whether I want to rare draft or not. I think I will. Well, I'll see if I can get away with rare drafting, let's put it like that. And, you know, maybe I'll still have a playable deck at the end of it. I tend to think because you get 45 cards in the draft, you end up using 23 in the deck. There's a bit of scope there to get away with rare drafting. I don't think you have to worry too much. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you can end up with 10 rares, but you can argue that's a pretty good result before you start playing. If you're not that ambitious. I'm not particularly ambitious. I haven't seen any of the Aftermath cards. I think probably a few of them have been mentioned on YouTube, but I've just haven't really taken in any of that information at all, I've got to admit. Okay, so we have Hoarding Broodlord, which is pretty good big flying creature, and we have Broodiclad, who can make creatures. He's kind of good. I think I'm going to rare draft the Hoarding Broodlord here. And I played this Unsealed before. I think it was pretty good. Yeah, when it comes into play, you can tutor for any card in your deck, so that's a pretty neat come into play ability, and it's got Convoke to make it a bit easier to cast. Okay, we have another rare, Niv Mizzet Supreme. There's no chance I'd be casting this, right? Let's red draft it. Okay, right now. Sensible cards. We have to do something sensible here. I feel like Skittering Surveyor might be quite sensible. We're not quite sure what we're doing. I mean, Dreg Recycler is a black card. I kind of like staying to one colour in the first pack if I can, and then if I open a bomb rare in pack 2, then that's my second colour. So maybe Skittering Surveyor is good. I do like Death Touchers. I think this green card is quite good. Dreg Recycler's okay, an okay 2-drop. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that bit of mana fixing. Rona. So do we have anything amazing in black? Quite like Unseal the Necropolis. Yeah, you can get 2 creature cards back. Dramatic Revelation's pretty darn good as well. And that's coming out on turn 2. I think I like my 2-drops. You want to have a good set of options on turn 2. Feast of the Victorious Dead. Well, that's cool. Just powerful, gives you a powerful trigger basically. It's more about gaining +1/+1 counters. That's pretty cool. Firja, Judge of Valor is a pretty decent flyer, and then this is an okay black card here. I think I'll go for the Firja here. Then we might go into white. We have a rare, which I will rare draft. It only hits planeswalkers effectively. Render inert lets you just take out a battle. That's quite good. Well, there's another traumatic revelation. We could go into some white removal cards. I think I'll take the traumatic revelation. Okay, I do like the Death Toucher. Render inert could be useful. Seems very niche, whereas this guy's more of a bread and butter card. I'll go for the bread and butter card. So Unseal the Necropolis turns up again. I think I'll give that a whirl before we commit too much to another colour. Probably not playing Niv Mizzet. I will just cut that from the deck. Okie doke, Oracle of Tragedy. That's quite a good card. Merciless Repurposing is very expensive. Oh, Alabaster Host Intercessor is great because it's got plane cycling. 100% we take that. Right, Tiller of Flesh. I quite like it. There's the 1-drop. There's the 2-drops under the gateway. Gives you Phyrexians. I think I like Tiller of Flesh. I think that's an okay 4-drop. Well, we could take the 1-drop or try and splash blue. Is Rona that good, though? Probably not. Let's take the Duneshaper. I don't think we're going to splash blue. Are we really going to play a core halberd? I doubt it, to be honest. I'm going to take it. There's another core halberd. Okay, lots of halberds and take a swamp. Well, we got a white rare, Invasion of Theros. Aura God or Demigod card. Oh, we need Auras, Gods or Demigods to make this work. Is Firja? No. We need, well, okay, we are rare drafting. Let's take that rare. So the first few picks are easy. Aura, God or Demigod. I would hope that we can find an Aura. Maybe a white Aura, but they're going to be quite contested, I would think. Oh, this helps your humans. We know this guy. Yeah, this is the big card from the new set. Another Alabaster thing, but we've got a Realmbreaker's Grasp, which we definitely 100% need. So we're going to take that. Let's cut the green card. I think. Invasion of Theros number 2. Yes. Right. Aura's gods, send them my way, please. Even a demigod will do. Okay. Yes. So we're getting a lot of rares out of this pack. So I've got to be careful. So the goal is 23 cards. I don't think we'd play 2 core halberds. We might have to play 1. So 10 more cards. Oh, okay. Well, Atris is pretty good. But we could ignore it for the infected defector. I'll take an Atris. I'll gobble up all these rares. Of course, it's not a priority rare when it's in the mini set that's sort of not standard viable, but really the War Leader. Okay, missing out on an Etched. Sure, I'll take that. The rares are just going to keep coming, apparently. Right, so what are we missing out on? Dreg Recycler, Ica Drinker. Yeah, I'll grab this thing. Whatever it is. Okay, here we go. It's not rare. we can do something sensible. Corrupted Conviction or Mirrored Avenged. Which one is better? I think I like Corrupted Conviction. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm running out of time. Sculpted Perfection is probably the best one here, right? Because we've got a lot of Phyrexians in the deck. Oh, 2-drop white creature, yes. Need that. Sure. Yes, cheap white flyer. Okay, I think hopefully we're on course here. But I don't think equipment cards are going to be a good idea when I don't have that many creatures. Okay, yeah, that's a creature. That could be used. Oh, Knight-Errant of Eos or Calyx Guided by Fate. I guess I'll take the rare that's better for the deck rather than the mythic. Yeah, this is good for the enchantment deck. I'm not going to go crazy. I'll go for the rare that's good. What exactly does this do? Yeah, card advantage. Right. We actually need more cheap creatures to make our the convoke part of our deck actually work. Okay, so cool rare card there. We really ought to take Etherblade Agent. I'm gonna take all of these rares. Okay, Daxos. Yeah, he's a cheap creature. Is he the best one? There's a Sigiled Sentinel. I think we just need more 2-drops, so Daxos is a good pick. Ooh, another Duneshaper. Invasion of All Growth. Scoured Barrens as well. Dreg Recycler. I'm going to go for the Duneshaper. We've established we like cheap creatures, I think. Need a couple of 2-drops and a 3-drop, I would say. Another lovely rare. Surprising the number of rares. So yeah, there's nothing cheap I want. I'm gonna keep taking rares. Training grounds. So yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, this is the gain 4 life and draw a card thing. That's the 5-drop. I mean, that's a 3-drop. We can do that. Hello, a black-white rare. And it costs 2. Probably not the best thing, but if we've got any other humans, it might work. Oh, Daxos is a demigod, of course. That works with our other card. That is a nice 3-drop. Okay. We have a deck. Somehow it came together. We probably have almost 0 removal, I would say. Right, Merciless Repurposing is removal instead of Phyrexian Archivist. Invasion of Eldraine can be very good, but yeah, okay, let's go Invasion of Eldraine because it goes with our Traumatic Revelation, I think. Yeah, that could be another option. Take him. Okay. Oh, he seems good. Yeah. Well, we're going to actually have a few choices, so pretty nice. Okay, let's review the damage. Oh, is it nice and it actually doesn't put everything you draft into the deck? Yeah, it took the mountain out. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and count the number of rares I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think that's a new record for me. 14 rares in one draft. Now the challenge is not to go... yeah, is to not go 0-3. I think we can easily cut both Phyrexian Archivists from here. That seems fine. We've got 5 drops. I think I'll drop, maybe drop the Doombringer. Arguably he's quite good. And I've got lots of battles. 3-4 drops is okay. Surveyor. Maybe we don't need the Surveyor. Let's drop the scroll shift. I think Invasion of Dominaria probably gets cut. I think this is more for a more control-ish deck. We're a bit more aggressive. We've got some early creatures. It's probably not the best deck in the world, but it's okay, I think. How many creatures? 14 creatures. Alright. Well, I think I'll call that end of part 1 and have a little think about this. Thanks for watching so far. Okay, and I'm back. So, yeah, I definitely had a bit of a think about this one. So, I've actually dropped both copies of Invasion of Theros. So, all this does is it finds an aura or demigod. We've got one aura and one demigod. We've got Daxos as the demigod. We've got Realmbreaker's Grasp as the aura. So this, unfortunately, if I've already drawn both of these, this will literally do nothing. I think it will be dead weight in the deck because, and I think you've got. I don't think you can ever judge a battle by what it can flip into. If it's not giving you any value on the front side, it's not helping you flip the battle. You kind of need something to. There needs to be a removal spell. It needs to give you a creature on the front side to just try and help you flip the thing. Otherwise, it's just going to sit there and do nothing, I think. So I decided with only 2 targets, this is not good, not good at all, too risky. So both of those get left out. I will play Invasion of Dominaria. This just draws a card and gains 4 life. That gives you some value. I'm going to play Scroll Shift as well. This is an interesting trick. I had a look through and I realised I've got some quite powerful come into play effects, which this is going to be quite good with. So we've got the backup on Golden Skull Aeronaut. We've got the Knight-Errant of Eos that can potentially. Oh, I've realised the way that works. You can only get the creature cards if equal to mana value X, where X is the number of creatures that convoked it. Okay, it doesn't work with that guy. I'm glad I looked at that. But I've just put in Etched Doombringer. So this has got quite a powerful enter the battlefield. So you can do 3 damage to a battle. You can do a 2-point drain life. You can add 3 defense to your battle. So I think that's quite a good one. Let's see. Of course, Alabaster Host Intercessor. Sometimes you might want to switch the thing that you're exiling. And Broodlord, of course, does a. It basically tutors for a card in your deck. So those are all kind of quite good things you could use Scroll Shift for. So I thought So that's sort of that's won me over. I think Scroll Shift could be good, and it's a cantrip anyway. The other thing, I dropped Tiller of Flesh because I've realised as well I've only got 2 spells in the deck that actually target permanents. So I think this is most of the time going to be just a 2/4 creature for 4 mana, which is kind of bad. It does benefit from Sculpted Perfection, so there's that argument, but I decided I'd rather play another 5-drop. I'd rather play the Etched Doombringer because that does a bit more than this does. So I am playing 4 5-drops, which might be a bit greedy. Usually they say you should only play 3, but we'll see if we can get away with it. Because I've got a bit of card draw. I'm hoping I can draw into my lands without needing to use the Surveyor. I could swap the Invasion Dominaria for the Surveyor, so I just get a guaranteed land draw out of it. But it's a bit less exciting. Yeah, so that's the deck. It's sort of, I think it's better than I thought it might be with all the rare drafting. But we'll see. It could still easily be a 0-3, I think. I've not really done much Premier drafting. I feel like it's going to be quite a tough queue. So, but I've used a draft token on this, so I don't have that feeling of losing gems. So any win I can get would be a bonus. And I've already got the 14 rares from the draft, so that's already a pretty good result. Okay, good land. We've got 1-drop, 2-drop, then a 5-drop, and the card draw spell. We've drawn our removal spell. We literally have, I think, 1 removal spell in the deck. Okay, so he did nothing on turn 2. But he's got 3 colours. That's impressive. Yeah, the Dread Ship gets Incubate 2, which is quite nice. So think about Realmbreaker's Grasp. Artifact or creature it can enchant. So we could take something out here. But I think no, we'll just swing in. And we top decked a 3-drop, which is really nice, so we can keep rolling out our creatures. Okay, we'll have to read this. Arnie Metalbrow, 3/3 for 3. Okay, so that's sort of, yeah, it's basically a trigger effect that this does, rather than an active. I still want to Realmbreaker's Grasp this and swing for 6. That seems pretty good. But I could also play Knight-Errant of Eos. I could tap 3 creatures, and what would it do? I can reveal creatures and put them in my hand. Yes. I want to do that with all of these, I think. Okay, I want to convoke this out. How do I do that? Like that. See if we hit anything. Oh, we got a Daxos. We can't cast him this turn, but it's not bad. Okay, that was interesting. I don't know if that was the right move. Maybe we should have just gone for the 6 damage there. I always think they're going to play something. A 3/3 is sort of intermediate. They might play something much nastier. Of course, I can transform the Duneshaper into a 4/3 trample. Oh, the Chomping Carvu. So, yes. Targeting himself. Interesting. Okay. They will, of course, be able to crew this and have a 4/1 blocker. I don't think there's much I can do about that. But, yeah, taking out a 4/4 evasion creature feels quite good, so I'll probably go for that. But we can do a Traumatic Revelation and play a Daxos. Well, let's tap, go Swamp, Swamp, Traumatic Revelation, see what he's got in the old hand before we use the Realmbreaker's Grasp. It's got 4 mana. Okay, Death Toucher and Kogla and Yidaro. 7/7. He's got that as well, which is quite good. He's got a Cosmic Hunger. I mean, top deck's a couple of land. That's going to do a pretty good job for him. Let's take out your 4/4. Like that. Yeah, the Knight is just going to get traded off for the Dreadship, unfortunately, but that is how it has to be, I think. So you can take out any of my dudes with his Cosmic Hunger. He's got 5 land for the Corruption next turn. Oh, I've got 5 land, so I can go for a Firja, which will have how much toughness? 4 toughness. So that will still die to a Chomping Carvu Cosmic Hunger. Right, I think it's time to flip this guy. And that is good, that instant speed ability on the Heartmaster, if he does use removal. Okay. Got a 2/2 coming out. Alright. Just going for a trade. Fair enough. And the turn. Okay, I've got my Corrupted Conviction. Alright, we'll see what he can do about Firja. But he's got a 4/4 on the ground with this. This will draw him a card. Once a turn, if he can transform something. So it's a bit of an engine. Firja is also a bit of an engine. She can draw a card if I've played 2 spells. Okay, that's pretty nasty. We've got the Invasion of Eldraine to take out his last 2 cards. I think I'll go ahead and play Daxos. Just thinking I can remove his graveyard as well with this human. Let's play Daxos, I think. Good point, actually. I want to... yeah, okay, when he dies, you draw a card. Alright. It's a 3/2, I've got a 2/4. I don't know, I'm sort of... yeah, I don't know why, but I'm scared about attacking. I feel like I've forgotten something somewhere. Okay, let's play the second spell and draw something. Cool. Ooh, let's have a swamp. We got 3 land off the top of the deck. That is a result. Oh, he had an emote. That is a good thing to get rid of. We need to do 4 damage to that. And we can cast 2 spells this turn. That's amazing. Let's do that. Hopefully he hasn't got instant speed removal in his hand. Target you, exile your graveyard please. Play this. Trigger Firja and... oh, we could Unseal the Necropolis and get 2 creatures back. Should be cool. Play planes. Go to combat. Take a shot at Invasion of Eldraine. Flip it, and we get the Prickle Fairies. Two damage. And because you cast that when you flip the battle, we could have actually held back a creature and it was still... casting the Prickle Fairies would have triggered Firja, I think. Okay. Okay, let's save that for my turn because I want to just double spell. Okay, we can just take out his 4/4 here and just attack across the board. You can trade with the Prickle Fairies. That's the best move. That's not a human. So we should have lethal next turn. And the turn... If he's got... I don't think there's a board wipe in these colours. That's what he needs at the moment. Best. Ooh. Well, that is a burn spell. Okay, we're actually off the mark. I had a feeling I'd just go 0-3 this time, but deck seemed to do all right. It's always I'm never quite sure when I've got early removal whether to use it or not, sort of to keep the momentum up. But yeah, stopping the 4/4 evasion creature seemed good. Right, yeah, let's keep going. Let's not get distracted. Yeah, the good thing in that game, holding back Firja, because obviously I knew he had Cosmic Hunger. Yeah, playing her after he'd used it on the 2/3. Good lands again. We've got our 2-drop again. We can find a 4th plains if we want. Otherwise it's quite an expensive hand. But I'm going to risk this one, because we're actually just 1 land off playing one of our 5-drops on curve. And we just sort of, fingers crossed, we find something to do on turn 3 and turn 4. This is the problem with having 4 5-drops. We've actually drawn a 4-drop, so that's not terrible. That's something to do. Okay, we've got our 1-drop a little bit late, but we can play him and get our plains next turn. Oh, and that's dead. You get a 1/1 incubator, right? Okay. Right. So that's the Duneshaper. Now, we could dump the host here, just to do something with the mana, or we could just hold out for 2 more land and then have a nice removal spell. Oh well, that's not good. Okay, Urabrask, 4/4 first strike. Okay, I think we're not ditching Alabaster. We're going to just try and top deck land now. Okay, nice. Give that a nice. At least it's not the one that sort of makes me cast exiles the top of my library instead of giving me a draw phrase. You have to cast 3 sorceries, right? 3 or more instants or sorceries to exile this. Then you can do a 3 damage one-way sweeper, which is absolutely brutal. Okay, my turn. My turn here. Oh, that's good. We find our one removal... Well, I suppose we've got 2 removal spells, including the Intercessor. Yeah, 4/4 first strike is quite threatening. Let's stop it hitting me at least. We could look for another land. Let's swing in for 1. How many colours of mana has he got here? It is just 3. It's the Grixis colours. If he can do 3 instants or sorceries in one turn, I will be impressed. Yeah, this is the problem. He's still got a really nice passive effect. Okay, that's a 1/1. 1 damage in. And we're ditching this just to make sure I've got 5 land next turn. Okay, cool. Got the swamp as well. I think I'll play the plains. You want to play the Knight-Errant when you've got a lot of creatures out. So I want to play that last to sort of refill my hand a bit. We'll play the flyer. Make this a 2/3 and swing in like that. I can do Sculpted Perfection. It won't help either of these, but I can get basically a 3/3 creature as well. Okay, this is another rare card I've never seen before. So 2/4 flyer. Look at the top card of the library anytime. At the beginning of each combat, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you reveal a creature card this way, it becomes a copy of that card till the end of the turn, except it has flying. Okay, it can copy the top card of his deck. That seems pretty good. Now, I could just go and transform this. That could become a 5/4 trample, which would be quite good. That would give me another sort of combat phase. He'd probably take 5 damage. Or I can build up the board a bit more with Sculpted Perfection. The thing is, he's always got 1 blue open, so I always suspect they've got Ephar's Dispersal to bounce it back to my hand. Oh right, it can even do that in my combat phase as well. Okay. That is very interesting. Just going to look at the Knight-Errant again. Look at the top 6, and I can get 2 creature cards. Mana value X or less. Okay. Okay, that is his 3rd rare. I do know Judith, the Scourge Diva. So other creatures get +1 power. Damn, so he can swing in the air, and then you can ping as well. This guy pings when you cast instants and sorceries. Okay. Okay, let's resolve that. You got me there. Maybe a 3/4 flyer would have been a much better idea in retrospect. Let's flip this. It's definitely looking that way. Okay, we've got Unseal the Necropolis, so we can get creatures back. We can get the Alabaster host Intercessor back. Well, that seems like a good idea. Okay, let's play a swamp. Let's play this guy, but with all of our creatures convoking. Because we want to get some card advantage here. Well, we got one. We got a dude. We kind of want to do Unseal the Necropolis, though. We do not have the mana to do both. Just so we can deal with the flyer, really. Oh, he's got the thing that makes spells. So 1 damage to each opponent and each battle. Nice. I get a couple of 1/1s as well, which goes really well with Judith the Scourge Diva. Oh god. 1 damage to me. 1 damage to me. What's happening here? Oh, they get haste. I get it. Okay. I'm with you. Ouch. What does this thing do? Well, I'm clearly going to have to block that and take 7 damage. My goodness. 8 damage with Judith. Yeah. Okay. Down to 5. Let's unseal the Necropolis. We obviously want this one. 7 mana. Do we want the Knight back? Or do we have to just... Yeah, let's get the Knight back. That's my instinct. Got 8 mana. Let's do this one. Take out the flyer. And 1, 2, we can tap 3. Seems like a terrible idea to tap 3 creatures here. When, yeah, we're facing down 4 creatures, we're on 5 life. And he's got Judith, so anything I kill gets through. Yeah, no attacking anymore for me this game, I suspect. Okay, end the turn. But I'm guessing this guy was doing a bit of rare drafting as well, because he's already played 3 rares against me. And it just it came together. 3 colours. Okay, this is where you can bounce things back Convoke, so you can kill the 3/3. So yeah, it's one per turn gets the bounce. Beginning of end step. Let's put it on the bottom of the library. It just disappears, unfortunately. Right. So what can we get away with here? Well, let's play you first. Let's not try anything sketchy. Let's just play this guy without convoking. Firja's gone to the bomb. Never mind. I've got 4 blockers. So I will go ahead and attack in the air. Turn clock. Right, just remember each of these is worth an extra point of damage because of Judith, so... Oh yeah, you can kill the 4/4 if both of them die. Probably not transforming the Duneshaper anytime soon, so let's block like that. Can't really afford the 2 life. Oh, Cryptomancer, okay. What does that do? Still dies, but does more damage, I see. And non-token creatures. It only affects non-token creatures. Okay, that's huge. Something's getting bounced, that's getting bounced. That comes back, I have to... So I just lose a draw phase every turn. Okay. For the next while. We'll have to take out you again. And we can't attack. No attacks. End turn. Okay, yeah. Draw and discard, so that's pretty handy for the late game. Get rid of the excess lands. Okay, that's a lot of creatures now. He's sort of setting up lethal for next turn. And one of my creatures gets bounced, of course. This is getting bounced anyway. This comes back if you can do damage with an instant or sorcery. Okay. Well, I can't really afford to take that damage, so we've got to block. Okay, 1 more damage. Got 3 blockers against 5 attackers, so it looks I'm looking pretty dead here. That's not going to bounce anything. That is another nice... No, that's actually an uncommon. That is not even a rare. Okay, let's try Traumatic Revelation. City on Fire. Okay. Let's activate that. So he has another nice rare in his hand. If he gets 2. How much mana? 8 mana. But it's looking like 2 damage, no, maybe 1 damage gets through. I don't know, if he swings with everything here, trouble is I kill too many of his creatures and I take, if I kill these 3, he can do that with Convoke, of course. I didn't realise that. So triple damage, so that means bad things. Basically, they're going to trade with anything here. But let's make sure we kill the Analyst, which has lots of toughness. If they get through, they kill me, of course. Oh yeah, I died to Judith anyway. So, never mind. Kind of a crazy selection of rares. So, Urabrask, Judith, City on Fire. And the thing I had to take away with the Intercessor. Anyway, very interesting set of rares, I've got to say. I'm glad I'm not losing to Glissa, Herald of Predation yet again. I've already lost to her about 6 times in Limited, so that's something. I think I've lost to Sunfall 2 or 3 times as well. So that's a different rares that I'm losing against. It's not the first time I played against City on Fire. I did win a game against that, but it makes things very tricky. It's very difficult to. You got attack, and anything that gets through is doing enormous amounts of damage. Okay, 1 and 1. Let's keep going. If we count the rares I did have my Knight of Eos, so that was pretty cool. I realised, well, in hindsight, the token on the backup token going on the Dog Warrior might have been a mistake. I did have that option of, I could have flipped the Dog Warrior early, made it a 5/4, and swung in. That might have caused my opponent to use some removal. This looks good. So I've got 1 drop, I've got Revelation on 2, and then a flyer on 3. Perfect. Could not be better. We are on the draw once again. And we even have a potential 2 drop instead of Traumatic Revelation. So we could wait a second. This gets rid of creatures and battles. Right, it costs 3 to flip this. So I could have this out just to trade off with that Thallid. He's playing black though, so he could. Yeah, we do the Revelation now because we can now exile whatever we discard from his hand. So that taps something down. He's got removal. He's got a counter spell for 6 Convoke. He's got his own Traumatic Revelation. Okay. Lots of removal. I think we just get rid of this creature. It's pretty good, sort of hill giant with lifelink. Now he can hit my hand. Probably get rid of my Seraph. Well, no, he's probably scared about the Hoarding Broodlord, I'd guess. That's the Seraph. Seraph has gone. Okay. And he may be stuck on 2 land. That is the other big news. It's 4 to transform that. Play this. Or eat your graveyard. No attacks. Now, let's keep track of our Broodlord here. So next turn, 4 land plus 2. Oh, he's going to transform that. Nice. Okay. 3/3. Not attacking. Okay. So our land and creatures have got to add up to 8. We'll have 6. Okay, 6, 7 next turn, 8 the following turn, and we can play the Broodlord. Let's flip this guy. And the trouble is, we don't really want to trade with this if we want to play the Broodlord. So no attacks and end turn. But he does have Artistic Refusal. We'll see if he can get the creatures together to cast that. So he should go aggressive here because he knows I've got the Broodlord. He's not doing it. Okay, 7 mana. 7 mana. Definitely costs 8 for the Broodlord. No attacks. Guess what? He'll have enough next turn for Artistic Refusal. If he holds up mana. He'll need to hold up double blue at least. Got Vanquish the Weak. Kamigawa can tap something down. Oh, he's going for Invasion of Kamigawa. But he stuns something. That's a good point. So I can't actually... It stops me playing my thing. I could sacrifice him here. Because it takes a while to basically untap him. I won't be able to play the Broodlord next turn, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be tapped. I won't be able... So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Sacrifice him, draw 2. Interesting. Okay. Pass to the attackers, and then he may be able to flip this, you see. Okay. I'd say definitely he can flip this. So that's not so good. But we can kill the 1/1 here. And these things are very nasty. Okay, let's unseal the Necropolis, because we can get... There are 2 creatures we can get back here. So, unfortunately it's only a 2/2 flyer, so it's not even sort of good enough. So, that's interesting. Right, let's get a... But it can transform. So we definitely want that. Etched Host, Doombringer. So, 3, it's 4 to... I think I'll just go for a Duneshaper. And my turn. Okay, and we have a Daxos as well. Okay, 6 mana. We're going to go for Invasion of Eldraine, I think. Yeah, this is going to attack and draw a card, but we can't play this and flip it at the same time. And this is going to have some toughness, so that could be a good blocker on the ground for his 3/3, I think. Or not? No, I haven't counted my my things properly there. We'll do Invasion of Eldraine, and he probably keeps the counterspell, doesn't he? The card draw counterspell thing. So we're definitely just losing here. He's got... Okay, so I had to lose that and vanquish the weak, so that's something. Just attacks with that, and then he's got mana for his counterspell. Yeah. Maybe holding back invasion was a better idea, because he's probably going to go down to 2 cards. Wait. Oh yeah, it makes a creature, so he's got 6 mana available. I get it. Ah! Yeah. Okay, so we can play a Seraph here. Are you countering it? No. We can transform a Seraph so it can actually trade with or take out the Saboteurs. That seems good. Let's do that. Good thing he doesn't have Vanquish the Weak anymore, I suppose. No attacks and end turn. Yeah, I mean, he had no idea I had the Invasion of Eldraine, so that was definitely the card to take out his Artistic Refusal, I think. So I might have blown it. I suppose at least we've maybe got a... Until he can kill my flyer. Yeah, he's gonna flip that. Get a nasty 3/3 Death Touch swinging in. Because that also draws cards, by the way. Yeah. He's still got enough for his counterspell. So what you're saying is I've got to either let you have a card or let you kill both of these. Doesn't seem good, but we know exactly what he's got in hand. I think this is what we have to do. Oh. Host Intercessor, you say? Well, he could counterspell that, I suppose. We will, I suppose, take out a flyer and then swing for the Eldraine thing. Okay, let's play you first. I don't think he's going to counterspell this somehow. What What does this do when it attacks? You can sacrifice something. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay, so I think we're just going to force him to counterspell the Intercessor. So draw 2 and discard. Interesting point. We could actually flip this turn. We just have to sacrifice the Duneshaper, which sounds good to me. I get a creature a turn earlier. So we attack like that. What's the timing on this? One attacker. Is it going to ask me? Yes. So get +2. Flip that, get some prickle fairies. Do 2 damage. Otherwise that might have been challenging to flip. So we could trade with a flyer. We could take 7. Okay, no blocks. Let's take 7. He gets to draw a card. See if he draws another counter spell, because he's got quite an impressive number of cards in his hand now. Okay, let's look at this one again. You get a 2-drop back. There's a bit of milling that happens. Oh, he lost his Breach the Multiverse. The Born Agent comes back, right? Is that, oh no, when you transform it, that comes back. Yeah, it's a 4/5 menace. So he's suddenly got something very scary. Render inert just to draw a card. Okay. Okay, well, we've drawn Hoarding Broodlord mana. How much damage are we taking? Because this can flip. Right? And do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 damage. Okay. If I keep this back, that's quite a good defender. If I were to tap these, I could have enough mana to cast the spell that I look for. Right, which is, I'm thinking, I've got Realmbreaker's Grasp already. I'm just going to cast it like that. I'm not going to convoke. Keep it simple. What is good here? Oh, Scroll Shift is good. Okay, I think I'll just attack with Prickle Fairies. I'll keep my 3/3 back. Scroll Shift means I can get another bite of the cherry with Hoarding Broodlord. Another come into play effect, so another I can look for another card. So Mirrodin Avenged is the card I'm worried about now, because if he might attack with everything, I've got to block something with the Broodlord. But I think I'm too low on life points. I can't worry about that. So this is a 4/5 menace when it flips, and he gets a 2-drop back from the graveyard. Okay, we're going for it. We are going for it. This is menace, so we just got to go for the most damage we can block. I'm going to block that 2/3. I'm going to block that 3/3. I'm going to take 6 damage and hope for the best. Yeah, we can't block the menace guy. Gets a 1/1 creature back. It's got Timuret, which does... Oh, it does life gain. But I'm coming in for 12 damage in the air. Right, you can only gain 2 life. So you're going to be on 12 life with this card. I don't know what else you might have. Okay, it's a very interesting situation. I'm thinking I need to play the Knight pre-combat without convoking, obviously. Because I could sacrifice this to the Seraph, right? Okay, good. Now I'm going to swing with everything. If he's got removal for the Broodlord, then I'm probably dead. But yeah, it's difficult for me to stop all his attackers, isn't it? I've got to stop the 3/3 next turn, and then I can block 2 other things, and then I take 2 damage from token creatures. We'll go for it. You know, I'm not going to use that now. I'll decline that. I might come to regret it. We'll see. What's he got? Is it Aphara's Dispersal by any chance? Okay, good game. So you get to 12. We do exact damage. Quite a game, that one. I think, yeah, I probably misplayed the Throne of Eldraine. I mean the Invasion of Eldraine. Really interesting match. Because if I play out the Flyer, the Angel, the 2/2, he might want to vanquish the weak that. He's got to do something about that, because that's a blocker. And then he won't have enough cards left. He'll have 2 cards left. He'll have to counter my Invasion of Eldraine when I play it. So he can't counter the Broodlord. Okay, that's good. We got to 2 wins. So you gradually get a few gems as you get along here. So you're up to 250 potentially. And there's a big jump here. So this is where it's going to get really hard. I guarantee it. Try not to think about it. But probably too late. Looks like another nice hand. We've got the Duneshaper on 1 again. Traumatic Revelation. Then it's a gap. And then it's 4-drop, 5-drop. But you can always... You could avoid making a creature, taking a card and make a 3/3 on turn 3 if you wanted. But usually I've got a card I want to get rid of. Oh yeah, the last game, it was a crucial moment early on. He stunned my my burnished Dune Stomper, and I decided to sacrifice it in response to draw 2 cards. I mean, it was going to be untapped in 2 turns, but I thought by then I might be in a lot of trouble. And I thought I need more cards now. So I think that was probably the right choice. Okay, this is not much happening here. Okay, something's happening now. And we're actually getting to go first this game, which is nice. And he has an Drinker. It's not quite as good as a Tarkir Duneshaper, though, is it? There's no point attacking because this has lifelink. Ah, yes, he's outwitted me there. So, Revelation, boom. Let's go. What have you got? What's going on here? Red. Rampaging Raptor's a nightmare. Mountain Cycling Thing. And Early Creature. Trample Prowess. Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty right now. And that's nasty very shortly. I'll get rid of the Rampaging Raptor. That's a scary rare card. It's looking like you'll quite easily play that on curve on turn 4. Okay, interesting. Interesting choice. This can't flip just yet. Unseal the Necropolis probably won't do anything. I'm a bit worried we're not going to draw any lands here. He didn't do anything with his mana. He was hoping I was going to play something, I think. No attack. Not doing anything. Keeping this back, you know. Okay. Alright. I'm not going to unseal the Necropolis. That'll probably mill my lands off the top. Oh well. No, I'm not doing anything. Yeah, it was a nice, lovely 3-lander, but we have missed the 4th land drop, which is bound to happen sometimes. Oh, green mana. It's a 3-color deck. So I see. He wants to play that with 2 mana up, so he can get the prowess thing out of it, I guess. Make it a 3/3. He gets double prowess when you transform it. Okay, we found land number 4. Very happy about that. I think I'll go for the Sculpted Perfection. And at least I can get a 3/3 next turn. But we're a little bit behind now, but he could have gone a lot more aggressive. He didn't know I was having trouble, I think. The Furnace Gremlin's pretty good. And he's keeping this guy, so he's got a big creature to hit me with. So we can get a 3/3. We could flip this into a 4/3. We know he's got this to use in response. Right, so yeah, it would be foolish to try and flip the Duneshaper here. He's going to use removal on my my 3/3 Phyrexian, I think. Rather that than my flyer, I think. Rather not play the flyer yet. Okay, 6 mana. He's got the Furnace Toast Charger, so we are in deep, deep trouble. Okay, he didn't play it. He's playing very cagey here. It's quite curious. Right, of course, this can pump to 2. So I think we block the 2/2. That gets 1 level of prowess, so could have another instant and pump this to 4/4. We'll see. Yeah, I think that might be what's happening. So that's dead. And then you got... Oh, it's a trade. Okay. Well, he's got both my creatures, I suppose. We have a 2/2 flyer. Yeah, he goes for it now. Now I've tapped out, I suppose. He's just assumed I had some kind of instant speed removal for his big creature. I guess it's principled play. No blocks. Gets through. 5 damage. Okay. Hey, we hit 5 mana. Right, so the Doombringer can do a 2-point drain life, and then we can double block the charger, and it's extremely risky. But do we have the luxury of any other choice? Because can we just take 5 damage from this? I think probably not. We could also play Firja, and then we're swinging in with Lifelink next turn, which probably does something. Okay, let's go for the Doombringer. Let's go for the double block. Oh yeah, it's a 4/6 by the way, because it's a Phyrexian. No attacks. He's got 3 cards. What's the chance? What are the chances it's a combat trick or a removal spell at instant speed? Oh, this one's got Judith as well. Okay, that's nice. But no attacks. No attacks. Okay, Firja. How about Firja? Maybe we can get away with a Firja if he's going to be this sort of cagey. We'll see. We'll see. No need for me to attack here, I think. Okay, Obnixilis. So this is 5/3 flying trample, and whenever I lose exactly 1 life, he gets a +1/+1. Ah, guess how I lose exactly 1 life when something dies and I get pinged by Judith. So that's pretty nice for him. Okay, we could Hoarding Broodlord here. If we tap everything. And then we could get our removal spell. If I Daxos and Traumatic Revelation, get another blocker on the ground, and potentially a 3/3 next turn, because he's probably holding a land. And I get a proc from Firja. So let's do that. And we have Corrupted Conviction mana up, which is nice. Okay, Invasion of Dominaria. Draw a card, gain 4 life. I think that's pretty good. Okay, sure, let's... do I want to keep all of my cards, is a good question. Yeah, I do. I'm going to get rid of your Nezumi Informant. It means I miss out on a 3/3 creature on the ground, but it's too annoying, because I've got 3 card advantage cards, 4 card advantage cards. I think it would be very bad to discard any of them. See what he has top decked. He is going for it now. Interesting. He wants to probably level up his Obnixilis to 5 toughness. That would make sense. Okay, Furnace Gremlin. Let's just do a little check. I believe that can go to 5 power. Okay, let's go to some blockers here. We want to block the big scary thing with 2. Firja will block the Ichor Drinker like that. Then do we let 5 damage through from that guy? Because I don't want to trade a flyer for this guy. Maybe it's the right choice. I am going to take potentially 2 damage, so that can get potentially shot out of the sky. Okay, I'll go for this. Something pretty horrible is probably about to happen, because I think he's top decked something. Okay, is it that simple? Doesn't pump his dude. 1 point of damage happens. Oh yeah, you can kill Firja. That makes a lot of sense. So 1 point of damage, like that. And then I Corrupted Conviction and sacrifice Firja before the last point of damage. Oh, Surveyor. Okay, gets another land. Ichor Drinker is going to be a 2/2 creature. Cool. I actually got the Broodlord Scroll Shift combo in hand, which is nice. Guess another body on the ground might be good, plus Invasion of Dominaria. Let's try that. I can get 2 things back with my Unseal thingy. Or Invasion of Eldraine. It's too late for Invasion of Eldraine to do anything. I think I want the body on the ground. He's a 3/4 actually with the thing, so that's quite cool. And we're gaining life. I like that. Okay, no attacks. This thing you need to do 5 damage to it, so it's pretty serious to get your 4/4 flyer. Okay. Right, he's having a bit of a go here. Right, let's block you. Let's block you like that. We might lose our flyer here. Okay, he's going to kill Daxos. Fair enough. He gets a 5/5 back on the ground. 1 damage. To me, personally. Oh, right. And then you get pumped up, right? Oh, and you get Stoke the Flames as well. Oh, that's nasty. Yes, you can tap out and kill something. Oh, that was unpleasant. Okay. Play a Plains, though, and we can get our Hoarding Broodlord. Might just have to trade off with Obnixilis. Oh, Host Intercessor. That is my other removal spell. Realmbreaker's Grasp is probably better, I think, because, yeah, it's cheap. Yeah, let's take that. Okay, yeah, oh, 6/5, nasty, okay. Do I just die here? 9, 10, 11 damage, 12 damage. When Obnixilis dies, he doesn't attack, really. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. I'm going to start with an Invasion of Eldraine, because you've got 2 cards in your hand. But not for long. That's 2 swamps, okay. Realmbreaker's Grasp on Obnixilis, please. He's still a big card advantage engine, of course. I think I want a nice 4/4 blocker. So I'm going to hit the Invasion of Dominaria to get that. And end the turn. But he's still got a very scary 6/5 on the ground there, which I don't think I'll block if he does attack. Okay, yeah, this dude. It's transformed. Okay. Yep, you are correct. I can't really block that. No blocks. My turn. Oh, Host Intercessor. Beautiful top deck there. Right, so we take out his biggest, scariest thing, in other words. We'll go face there, and we'll hit that. Intercessor, don't plane cycle it. Take out the huge thing. Brilliant. And end the turn. Got one card to win the game. So that can get to 6/5. We'll double block like this. Oh, there's one damage through, okay. If he can fling... Oh, he gets a Gore Claw. Okay. Skittering Surveyor. I've got quite a lot of flying damage. Okay. Good game. I could get even more flying damage. This is stupid, but... yeah. I don't know. Couldn't resist. Right. Yeah. That was good. Opponent was tentative. He thought I was holding my mana open because I had something, and nothing could be further from the truth. I just had all of my top end creatures in my hand. So if he went aggressive, I think he had that one, but maybe he was playing correctly. I'm never quite sure. Maybe if you respect your opponent, you play around their stuff, you win more games. Maybe at a higher level. But that is a big jump. I got to 3 wins, so that's added 750 gems. So I'm very happy about that. Let's keep going. Maybe this deck is not as bad as I thought. It's very nice top decking the Alabaster Host Intercessor when you need it as well. Okay, another great hand. Another Tarkir on turn 1. This time we got removal. Turn 3, Invasion of Dominaria. And a 5-drop. So, not as aggressive. But we've got stuff we can do. The risk of having early removal, you end up wasting it. Because, you've got nothing else to do and you want to just slow their aggro rollout. For example, I've got nothing else to do with this, so I think I'm just going to pacifism this, but then I can trade off with the Duneshaper. Yeah, I've just got to think, yeah. But if he's... thing is, if he's got knights, then that's got first strike. Okay. I've talked myself into it. That's getting a Realmbreaker's Grasp. I just could have attacked, of course, if I decided to do that pre-combat. I just went back and forth there. Never mind. Okie doke, we're just going to do this one. Draw a card. Gain 4 life. No attacks. Okay, this was the one that makes a treasure. Nice. And then discard and draw. Too much land then. Okay. But he's got his 3 colours. That is some good going. I can convoke this guy out, but it won't give me the card advantage thing. Or I can flip this and attack with a 4/3. Because But next turn I've got Firja, you see. So yeah, I want to play Firja next turn and then maybe the Knight after that. So yeah, let's go with this. We'll make him flip. And he's getting blown up at instant speed. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. He's used up his treasure. I don't feel too bad about that. I mean, I've used my removal early. He's used some early removal as well. Oh, but he's got a... something nasty. So it is a 3/3 token. So we could have the 4/4 blocker. We could have a 2/4 blocker. Let's have the 2/4 blocker. And then we're sort of taking a risk by blocking a 3/3, but we'll see. Okay, what's Dan Ether do? 2/2 Vigilance Trample, Lifelink. Oh, auras and equipments can be cast from the graveyard. Okay, I hope he does not have any of those. If we cast 2 spells in a turn, we could trigger Firja. We could tap Firja in the hope that we find our other Tarkir Duneshaper. I think that's bit of a long shot. What does this flip into? This flips into the 3/4 trample. You can find a land or a battle if you discard a card. Okay, that's quite a good thing. I'm feeling like I need blockers right now. I can't attack with Firja. So... that said, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit that battle. Not a lot of damage, but we get a 4/4 Flying Vigilance soon if he's not careful. So he gets a 3/3. We wouldn't. Oh, look, we would have hit our 1-drop had we used the Convoke option, but never mind. I have 7 mana next turn. It's the possibility of a Broodlord. See if my stuff gets blown up. Oh yeah, it gets blown up. Got the Sculpted Perfection. Okay. So he's getting another creature here. Maybe I've been a bit greedy. Because he can tapping Firja means he just needed that 1 removal spell, and he could attack with all of his little dudes. Okay, Hoarding Broodlord. You're red-green. What are the chances you have white removal as well? Realmbreaker's Grasp in your hand or something. I think I can go for the Alabaster Host Intercessor to take out the biggest. Well, actually, the 3/4 is pretty nasty. We've already used Realmbreaker's Grasp. So yeah, well, let's do that. Or Etched Host Doombringer flips the battle. That's pretty awesome. Does exactly 3 damage to the battle. That just occurred to me, so that's pretty cool. If he's got Realmbreaker's Grasp, I'll be so unhappy. Okay, now he's got a cool rare. He's got Quintorius. This makes a 3/2 every turn. So he has gone seriously wide. if he can get rid of something from his graveyard, it has to be a non-creature, non-land card. So he's got another 3/2 coming next turn. Seems incredible value. Okay, but we've got our bit of value as well. Playing this chap. Oh, I can convoke him, probably because of the Broodlord. Take 3 off the battle, please. And I get a 4/4 flyer. And then that triggers Firja. Oh, and I can get a Daxos. I could play the Daxos. Let's think here. Am I taking a big risk by attacking like this? I don't feel like I am. It's 9 damage, and I'm gaining 2 life as well. I'll play a Daxos, and he's another nice blocker. So I've got 3 blockers, and I've got lethal in the air as well. He's got 2 cards. Does Denitha have lifelink? She does, yeah. So I probably don't quite have lethal if Denitha attacks. Oh, he can recast Stoke the Flames, can't he? By sacrificing a spirit. And tapping and paying 3 mana. Does 4 damage, so he can take out the Seraph Faithkeeper. Okay, I think Daxos, you block there. I think we double block you like that. We know you can do 4 damage to something. That's right, everything has vigilance as well. But it's not because of Quintorius. Oh, they just both happen to have vigilance, right? So he is going to cast his spell, sacrifice the spirit, blow something up. Yeah, fair enough. Goes up to 15. Gets another 3/2. Okay, well he's getting good value out of that, so we've just top deck the Intercessor again. It's ridiculous, but I'm not complaining. I'm going to take out Quintorius actually, because he's quite dangerous. And that's my second spell of the turn. Firja will draw me a card. Very nice. And I swing in with these 2. Getting so much card advantage off Firja. Seems like a good card. Okay, I guess we'll double block with these 2. Let's see what you got. Does have trample. Okay, it is a 5/6 now. So, yeah, that beats me. Okay, let's start with this. Traumatic Revelation. Okay, well, we don't want that. Let's play a flyer. Cool, let's get another flyer. It's nice how she helps you keep casting 2 things a turn. Well, first, I keep calling her Sunslayer, Glyssa Herald of Predation of the day. I've lost to her about 5 or 6 times in limited. Doesn't feel like I played that. Usually, at least, yeah, on average, once per event. So, nice to see the back of her there. I suppose that's what the treasure was for. So that gets you to 1,400 gems, and you get an extra pack at 4 wins. That's nice. So it's all gravy from here. Okay, this guy's in bronze. Never underestimate a bronze player. I've lost many games to bronze players. I have, I'd say, a questionable hand. 5 land, scroll shift, which is useless. But I can play a turn 5 Firja, so it's an incredibly slow hand. These kind of hands, I've had these before, you just top deck 5 land. It seems to, or at least when you do that, you remember it. Okay, maybe I'll be super sensible and I will mulligan this hand. See if I can get some early action. Yes, 2 Traumatic Revelation could help. Okay, keep 6 and we'll drop the Firja because we've only got 2 land. So, and we've got a removal spell, so it's the... Oh wow, we top deck Tarkir. Trusty Tarkir Duneshaper. Fantastic. So we've actually got some presence on the board. Oh, okay. You've got... This is a 2/3 defender. If I have 8 cards in the graveyard, it can attack. We have hit a land. That's very good. Right. Traumatic Revelation straight away, please. That's a 3-drop. Well, that's a 6-drop. Yep, get rid of the Agar. That thing is quite threatening. Sacrifice, yeah, this guy's good for late game. Sacrifice excess land and draw cards. And I think we go again. He's about to cast this, basically. So we'll Traumatic Revelation again. Got another one of those, okay. And that thing's interesting. Makes treasure tokens. It gives menace. Okay, yeah, that gets through. So, I'm going to get beaten down with the beat stick. Right, my turn. Oh, Alabaster host Intercessor. 2 land short. Let's see. Well, I've got how many? 2 in the graveyard, so this can't attack yet. We transform this. It's a 4/3. He can trade off both of these for this guy, which might be a good move. And then he'll still have this left, and I could Realmbreaker's grasp that. Because I can't stop a menace creature, unfortunately. I think, yeah, I'm going to go in like that and offer him the trade. And I might have to use Realmbreaker's Grasp on a 1/1. We'll see. Yeah. See who can top deck better. Oh, he can top deck better. He can top deck so much better than I can. Okay, so that's our target for Realmbreaker's Grasp. And one more land for the Intercessor. Oh, another lookout. Okay, how am I doing? I've got 3 in the graveyard right now. This can exile a creature. Because really the beat stick is the threat here, but I feel like that is going to do me a lot of damage. I have to get rid of it immediately. Okay, we got a 2/3 creature. Cannot stop menace yet. Oh, yes, you can do that. So that is interesting. He didn't attack, which makes me think he might have forgotten that that's got menace. So I was going to just sacrifice this with Corrupted Conviction to make sure I hit land number 6. But I think I'll wait another turn. Oh, cool. Okay, we hit the land anyway. This feels like a terrible idea to just take his creature off the board. But we'll go for it. We haven't got much else to do. If he plays optimally, he can just attack with the 2/1 menace until I die. It's a 7-turn clock. No attacks. So he's got a 2/3 blocker. He can obviously make that 3/3. But shouldn't be able to stop a 3/4. We'll see. This ability costs 1 mana. Yeah, indeed. Okie doke, so we will swing in with our 3/4. It's that simple. Okay, blocking. Any tricks? Yes, indeed. Okay, nice. So, obviously I can sacrifice that to incubate 3. That's the option I'm going to go for. I'll keep the Corrupted Conviction just for the completed Huntmaster itself. Gets his Goblin back. Play our Flyer. think I hit all my removal spells this game. Well, all 2 of them, I suppose. And the 2 revelations, of course. Okay, he's got his 2-1 with Manus. I could double block here and kill it. I think maybe I don't mind that trade. Because he's got no cards, so at least I'm definitely killing another of his creatures. Trade off. Okay. And at the turn. Yep, down to top decking. Oh gosh, Invasion of Eldraine, so whatever. I'll play it. He won't discard any cards. And then I'm getting a 2/2 flyer next turn. He's got a blocker. Or a removal spell. He's got a blocker. So 3/2. And yeah, 4/2. Okay. It's probably a good trade if he yeah. I think he has to trade for this. I mean, I'm just thinking about the Knight-Errant. I could look for it at my other Tarkir Duneshaper, just to try and get a bit of card advantage. But I won't do that. So I'll swing in and try and go for these. You should probably trade here, I think. Oh, no, he's going to let me have the fairies. He's going to swing for 4 next turn, so he's got quite a thingy. Okay, I think, yeah, tap this just in case we can hit the other Duneshaper. Let's see. That would be nice. No. Hoarding Broodlord goes to the bottom. Never mind. So he wins in... He's got a 4-turn clock with this guy if I don't block. Oh, 5 damage. Okay, yep, that gets sacrificed. Finally I get to use my sacrifice card. Oh, there's the Broodlord. It somehow ended up on top of the deck. I'll take it. Okay, there's the other there's the Duneshaper, that's nice. Okay, let's maybe keep him back and swing in with the fairies. I don't want to take too much damage from this dude. This guy obviously can convoke, potentially. Yeah. I think, don't I want to tap this for convoke? Firja is just... Oh, tell you what. This is good though. This gains me 4 life and draws a card. Okay. Draw 3 and discard. So that you could have something nasty now. You can flip this and be able to copy a spell. So I think I've got to double block this here. Even though I'm quite close to having lethal. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 with that one. Plus 2 from this is 17. Three mana up and 2 cards. Oh, it's a Lithomantic Barrage again. Main deck. He's played out all his stuff. He can now hit that and take that battle if he wants. And be able to copy something. Got Menace. I can't block it, so I'm down to 6. I think I basically can do him 13 damage. Okay, so I'm going to gain 4 life and a card. Should hopefully put me in safety. And then I'm going to attack with everything. Got the all-important... do I want to just take the piss a little bit? Get a Serra Angel. So I can't kill him this turn, so I'd rather have another creature. And I'll play this guy. And I've got Scroll Shift mana up as well. Let's get your graveyard. Thwack. And turn. But yeah, on balance, quite glad I mulliganed this game. He had a pretty aggressive start. He had 2 Thunderhead Squadrons and he could play them by turn 4 or 5. So that could have killed me very quickly if I had no interaction. I think I was relying on a turn 5 Firja to do the job. I mean, I could show off by doing a scroll shift, but should I? Oh yeah, he can trade there. That is true. I'm going to do it. I'm going to scroll shift my Broodlord because I think it's fun. Would be funny if I did something like this and ended up milling myself to death. Cool. Let's have Firja as well. My turn. And I will just swing in. 9 damage. Good game. Obstinate Baloth. Yeah, this one, it's got that cool effect if you have to discard it due to your opponent's ability. It comes into play. Okay, so we jump to 5 wins. We got, so you just get 200 more gems, but you get an extra pack, which is nice. Right, 3 lander. Oh, we can do a turn 2 Daxos. That's lucky. We actually got 2 planes. We've got 2 3-drops and the 4-drop Invasion of Eldraine. So I think that's quite a good hand. We're on the draw this time. That's a 5-drop for us. My feeling is we lead with the completed Huntmaster. On turn 3. So there's Daxos. He's... oh. Yeah, Devotion to White. So he's a 2-2 when he comes into play. We'll see if he's got the red burn spell for him before his toughness gets out of control. Yeah, he does indeed. It lets you put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library, and then you can draw a card. So, red-blue. I will go for, as I said, for the Huntmaster. And that can soak up the next removal spell. Or counterspell, for that matter. I've got something. Oh, Fairy Mastermind. There's a card and a half. Invasion of Kaladesh. Oh, it's all happening. You get a 1/1 Thopter, and he is going to flip that. You get, oh, star 4 flying. Power equal to the number of artifacts you control. It's an artifact itself, of course. So it will be a 2/4 flyer. Because my plan was to play just to slam my Invasion of Eldraine this turn. If he's got cheap stuff, he'll be drawing a 4th card, probably playing a land. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to make his life a little bit more difficult. I'm going to play the flyer, so he's got to blow that up if he wants his other flyer. This guy can't block anyway. No, we're going to obviously, yeah, we're going to use his ability because that is incredibly good. Oh, he's got green as well. Oh, he's playing a cheap thing. Is he going to play another cheap thing? That's going to annoy me. I won't get full value out of Invasion of Eldraine. Creatures with toughness 1 can't be blocked. Yeah, that's the point of Tetsuko Umezawa. Nice. So yeah, he had the didn't have the removal. He had the evasion answer. Brutal. That one hits me. You get a 2/4 flyer. Pretty solid. It is a vehicle with crew 1. Okay. Right, my turn. Okay, I'm just going to slam down Invasion of Eldraine, I believe. He can crew this. There's no attack available here. I want to actually keep 1 black mana open. So you have an instant. So you have another red burn spell. Let's see. But this is a lot of unblockable stuff, isn't it? Oh, power or toughness 1 or less. So he's got 4 damage here. Oh, let's call it 5 damage because he's probably going to use that. He had another Invasion of Kaladesh and a Tidal Terror. Right, so he's got a really good blocker here, 2/4, and he can crew it. So there's no point attacking. Right, no attacks. End turn. And I've got to take out the Umezawa next turn with Alabaster Host Intercessor. That is the only possibility, I think. Though the Fairy Mastermind is pretty crazy as well. Nice top deck. Yeah, kill my thing that can do the sacrificing. And you get to its card advantage as well. Look at the top 3. No, top 2 because of excess damage. Going for a land. Okay, fair enough. Probably doesn't want to attack with everything. Wants to keep something back to block, I would guess here. And there's an argument I should maybe take out the Fairy Mastermind, because that is going to be soon drawing him 2 cards a turn, whereas this is just tickling me to death. 3 damage a turn, so 7 turns, 7-turn clock. Yeah, there's a swamp. Right, so what are we doing Intercessor on? If we do it on Umezawa, he just crews that this turn. I don't get an attack in. Then he starts drawing cards with this. But that's the defensive play, to take out his evasion. And if I want to be aggressive, shut down his card draw, we take out the Mastermind. Anyway, that's coming in for 2 damage. So that's addressing the damage situation anyway. So I think that's what you do. Take out the Fairy Mastermind. We just hope he doesn't top deck removal. Oh, you top deck Rona. Oh, that's a lovely card. So that transforms for 5 mana into a scary 5/5 trample. That's the new threat to deal with. there's still no attack here. He's still got the nice big flying blocker. She's unblockable in this form as well, but for what it's worth. So I'm thinking Duneshaper, Knight-Errant to attack with everything. Tap everything, rather. Find something useful. Tarkir's quite good here because I can get him to 4 power, then he can actually trade off with the vehicle. Things with 4 power are good. We might have a bit of trouble dealing with Rona. When we damage Rona, that source's controller exiles a card from their hand at random. If it's a land card, you can put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, you may cast it. So I've got to empty my hand if I want to block Rona, basically. That's what... I think this is pretty cool. We've drawn another cheap creature. So I'm going to tap 3 mana, but I'll have 4 creatures. Yeah, I think this is going to work. So Tarkir Duneshaper. And I guess he's not doing a huge amount of damage. It's not scary. He's got to always keep 1 back. He could top deck a creature and swing for 3 next turn. Or, well, this could swing for 5. So yeah, he could swing for 7 next turn. I'll tap that, play that, like that. Now, so potentially we get 2 creatures in the top 4. We won't get hit any of our 5 drops. It has to be 4 mana or less. That's the only drawback. So we'll miss Etched Host, Doombringer, and Firja. But it's worth a shot, I think. There's also good. There's a question of do we keep anything back to block? I wonder if I've got any 4 drops, because I think I dropped my 4 drop. He's crewing that. Oh yes, we hit 2 creatures. Beautiful. So we'll play the other Duneshaper. And we can flip these for 4 mana. We can flip one of them next turn. Yeah, transform Rona. It's time to race, in other words. Okay, so if I block Rona and trade, what happens is he'll be able to cast the Seraph for free. So that seems bad. Let's not do that. We're taking 6 damage though. Hopefully we can afford to do that. And the unblockables are gonna kill me in 4 turns. Damn it. Yeah, not quite what I wanted there. We can't just let her through every single time, unfortunately. So, this and an incubate could be good. Damn it. But I think so. Artifacts that we think it's like 5, 6, 7, 8 damage, right? He can swing for 8 next turn. I think going to combat. With what? What are we attacking with? I think I've blown it. I think maybe I had to flip at least one Duneshaper there. Okay, well, it's the Trampler. Okay, I've got to block the Trampler with the Knight-Errant. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I think I have to keep everything back because I've blown it, unfortunately. Sculpted Perfection. You can play for. You can get a 2/2 on the ground. So I think it's the Seraph I've got to play. I've got to keep this back. Okay, no attacks. Damn it. Yeah, I give him the Sculpted Perfection. I don't want him to get the Flyer. That's the problem. So yeah, that Rona top deck has given me some problems. Fair to say. So I will have to block it this turn, and he'll get a Sculpted Perfection, which will be a 3/3 creature on the ground, which won't be unblockable. And what we hope now is he doesn't have a combat trick. I could actually... Yeah. So I think I could chuck in another Tarkir. So if he's got instant speed removal for one of the small things, I'm still killing this. That's what I'm going to go for. Maybe it's wrong, but he's got 2 cards. He could have something horrendous. But down to 6. I'm giving you a 3/3 basically. I'm dead in 3 turns. So yeah, you can still crew that with your token. It's a bit difficult for me to flip these because I don't want to spend 2 life. That just takes... and that makes 2 1/1s, so it's got loads of blockers. Well... Yeah. Yeah. The Umezawa kills us in the end. Well, the Rona top deck didn't help. I didn't want to give him a 2/2 flyer, but maybe that would have been blockable. I'd have had to trade it with my flyer. So I think, yeah, letting that 5 damage go through, maybe I couldn't afford to do that. Definitely a tricky one. This also does direct damage. So, what's our out? We've got 1 removal card left in the deck, which could work. Oh, yeah, we've missed our attack phase again. I'm just thinking I can make that a 3/3 with a... Oh, it's gone to his turn. Could have... Yeah, because I've got the black mana to transform that. I could have done that. But we've spent too long already on this game. Nice top deck with Nahiri's Warcrafting as well. Maybe that found the Rona. No, I think it found an island as well. So he's got it's a 4/5 because that's, yeah, I've given him an artifact, you see. Yeah. Okay, right. We have those are unblockable as well. Yeah. Just by the way. Okay, so we block that. We take 4. Yeah, Umezawa's an absolute menace. Oh, gain 4 life and draw a card. It might be hope yet for us. Right. We can flip this guy without taking any damage, I believe. Oh, no. No, it's 4 to flip. We're taking 4 unblockable damage, right? We need... a flyer of some description to block with. So this has to block that. So yeah, I think I just have to block this turn. You just should attack with everything and win, I think, here. Something gets tapped down. So he didn't... It's like he didn't need any card advantage with Fairy Mastermind. He's just had some absolutely brutal top decks here. Even after Invasion of Eldraine, that took out Tidal Terror and the other Invasion of Kaladesh. So that's the flyer got taken down. Okay, good game. And that's unblockable because it's got 1 toughness as well. Now, what's he got green in the deck for? Did we see that? Oh, maybe he's going to time out. That'd be nice. curious what will happen, actually. So I think the point is he's declared his attackers, so I die anyway, even when he times out. Wow. Well, that was a learning experience. I think the idea some people are a little bit funny about the concede button, and they expect you to concede. I feel like there's that mentality out there. This could have just been, he could have just disconnected, of course. But I will, I'll take any win I can get quite happily. If he was hoping I was going to concede, then he is out of luck. Well, that was not a good game by me. I feel like I probably did a few things wrong there, but I think my opponent there had some good top decks. I think, mate, but probably getting rid of the Fairy Mastermind might have been the right choice, though, because you feel like if you take out the Mizawa, okay, I can block his stuff, but very soon he's drawing 2 cards a turn for 4 mana. He's going to find removal for the Alabaster Host Intercessor and get the Mizawa back. Whereas the other way around, if I take out the Fairy Mastermind, I just have to try and outrace my opponent and out-top deck him. And I failed to do that. I'd have maybe bought myself a bit more time if... I kind of timed out 1 turn, but I think it was... I could have turned my 2/2 flyer into a 3/3. Arguably, I could have done an attack somewhere. But it meant transforming a Tarkir Duneshaper and paying 2 life. Then I could attack with a couple of 4-power creatures and flip the Invasion of Eldraine. So that's what I was having trouble with, whether it was worth paying 2 life. But I'd have had another 2/2 flyer if I did that. The other thing was letting him hit me for 5 damage. And I could have traded off, but I'd have given my opponent another one of my 2/2 flyers that I had in my hand. So I was thinking, I'll let it through. I'll be able to empty my hand next turn, and then I won't get punished. But yeah, it turns out I could not afford those 5 life points. Anyway, we got to 6 wins somehow. You get 5 packs here, which is very nice. Let's keep going. And I'm going to give my opponent the benefit of the doubt and assume that he had a very unfortunate disconnect after declaring his attackers there. And for some reason, the silly game does not just let you advance to your... It doesn't just advance the attack phase and resolve it automatically. It actually makes you concede the game if you use all your timeouts, which is probably a bit silly. But it's always a learning experience, this game. I wasn't quite sure how it worked. Okay, now we have the 2 Swamp start with the Tarkir Duneshaper. So there's literally nothing we can cast, and I'm going first as well, which is even worse. I can't sort of top deck a land. So we definitely mulligan this one. Okay, cool. We've got the land. 1 drop, 4 drop, 5 drop. Do we drop a land? Or do we make just... Well, it depends if we're going to top deck land or top deck action. So I think the Knight goes back in the deck. I think we play... That's sort of playing super safe, I suppose. Because we're 2 lands away from being able to cast this on 5. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I do not trust my deck to give me 2 lands when I need them. And we've got a bit of a gap. I mean, obviously I'm going to draw all the lands in the world now, and I don't particularly need them. But that is the way of things. Oh wow, okay, we get to meet Rona again. There's another land. Oh, good. That's 4 to transform, no attacks. So he gets to draw and discard and get exactly what he needs. And there's a 3rd land in a row. Okay. Okay. Right. So, he's blue. He could have a bounce spell. He could have a counter spell. I'm going to assume he's got the counter spell. I'm going to flip this. Do that. I'll see. Does he have the bounce spell? Or the black removal spell. Okay, he's looking for green mana, I guess. So he may have the opposite problem to me. Not the right, doesn't have the right lands. Okay, there's a Cryptomancer, okay. This needs 5 mana to flip and become absolutely terrifying. It will steal all of the lovely lands I've got in my hand if I try and trade with it. Oh, Etched Familiar, okay. So you've got something that can trade off. So this is pretty scary. Oh look, a 4th land in a row. Because I started with 4 lands, I've just drawn 4 off the top. Beautiful. So 8 land in the top 10 cards in my deck. 80% land draw. Great. My record is actually 1 more land than this. I think I had 9 land in the top 11. But that was when I started with a... Oh no, I think I started with 5 land in that particular game. Try Sculpted Perfection. We have a 5/4 now. And he could flip this next turn if he's got the mana. He could double block this. Oh, I hope he double blocks. I love that. No, he's going to draw and discard. Okay, 2 more swings and I win. I don't think it's going to happen like that somehow, but... Yeah, so that's going to flip. We're going to take a lot of damage this round. You need some blockers back, though. Oh, yeah. In fact... You're going to have all the blockers. Okay, I'm going to activate that and have a 3/3 creature. Okay, I think... Are you going to let 5 damage through is the question. I lose a card at random, right? Which is probably going to be a... Okay, actually there's an interesting option here. Because she might take the favourable block and then I can Corrupted Conviction and not deal any damage. Yeah, that sounds solid. Let's do that. Attack with both. Okay. No, he's going for the sensible play. And you get a card at random. Oh, it's the sacrifice card. Damn it. I mean, I draw how much? 4 extra land. There's a 66% chance they can hit the land, but they get the card draw card, and they have the creature to use with it as well. Because of course they do. So now we've got 2 land cards in hand. We're facing an Etched. Another one. So the one non-land card I did draw got stolen off me. But yeah, that's magic. Let's see. I start to think, how many land is left in the deck? Got 9. We've got 8 more land in the deck in 28 cards. Halo Forager can cast something again. Oh, cast that again and sacrifice that and draw 2 more cards. Okay. Yeah, 2 direct damage. Why not? Why not? Love it. Cast. So far, he's casting more spells from my deck than I'm casting from my deck. Okay, let's go for a Traumatic Revelation. I'm sure he's got a million options in his deck. Green. Oh, it's all green. Green, 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 green. That's why you were using that card. Okay. Decline. Get a creature. It's going to have summoning sickness, isn't it? That's how it works. I'm going to activate it anyway. Might be a mistake. Okay. Well, we both had funny draws. He's obviously, green is one of his main colours. And he cannot draw a forest to save his life. Okay, well, we've got Invasion of Eldraine. Which is funny. Makes him discard 2 cards. Not that that matters. But we can get our own little flyer to block his flyer, because we're dead very shortly. Oh wait, he's got a 2/2. I'm going to just try and... He can hit me for 5 next turn. Okay, and end the turn. Did he find a... Nice! Well done, you found your forest. So I'm going to be dead. Oh, we found Realmbreaker's Grasp. I think we do it on the Hermit. We hit this and we get our flying blocker. But he's going to get to do lots of stuff now. I don't know what this does. Oh god, 2-point drain life every time you draw your second card. Sacrifice another creature, draw a card. Yuck. Well, Prickle Fairy, he's not going to go down to... oh yeah, I didn't look at that either. So that is... yeah. One of those cards. Trade off. Death Roll Oni, okay. Nice, okay, ooh. Card draw card. And gains 4 life. And I draw a land with that extra card. Because of course I do. There's still land in the deck. 10 land withdrawn. 7 left. So it's just under 1/3 of the deck now. I think we're in trouble now. Oh, blocker. 3/4 blocker. Not really big enough. Okay, good game. Really, really silly game. See if he disconnects during his attack phase like the last guy. That's my only hope. Oh, 2 direct damage, isn't it? Yeah. How much do you draw? Draw a card. Okay, right. I'll block. I'll take the favourable trade and die. All right. There we go. Well, you're always gonna have one of those, aren't you? So that was actually, we mulliganed the 2 swamp hand, which was 100% correct, because we're going first. It was all white cards in the hand. And then we had the choice, do we keep... we had 4 lands and 3 cards. Do we keep 4 lands and 2 spells, or 3 lands and 3 spells? I decided on this occasion I didn't trust my deck to give me a land. That was the mistake. Well, no, it's only a mistake in hindsight. You've got more cards than lands in your deck, so it's a slightly favourable that you're going to draw your creatures and things. So it seemed like the right choice. But there you go. We have 2 losses so far. We've got another shot at it. Let's see. Okay, well, we've got removal. This doesn't do much. This doesn't do much without creatures. We've got to draw into our creatures. We are on the draw. I hate mulliganing a good 3-land hand, though. I feel like I can top deck creatures, right? Has to be something I control. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go for it. There's lots of creatures in the deck, in theory. Okay, there's a land. We might have to use this early just to survive. Oh, he's got something early. We've got a 6-drop creature. Okay. Do we want to flip that? Stop that already. Yeah, I think we just need to buy as much time as possible. We'll hope that he's got nothing else, and we'll remove all that, you see. That's the problem of having a reactive hand and not having creatures that you can sort of trade with. So immediately he's got an answer that gets rid of the whatever I did. Great. Love it. Wait, why can I play a scroll shift? Up to 1. Okay. I can draw a card with it. I can target 0 with it. Okay, I think yeah, we should have mulliganed the hand, but I don't trust my deck to give me good hands. That's the problem. I've been burned before. So this gets to exile something. So it's literally the perfect 3-drop to have on curve. Fair play. And we're dead in 3 turns. And he's got a really aggressive follow-up as well. Okay, let's do submit 0 and draw a card. And it's not a creature. Oh my god. And we're taking 8 damage next turn. So we've got all the non-creature, non-removal spell things that are the bane of my life. This is why I only like to play about 1 of these cards in the deck, usually. It's another way of getting... I guess it's... yeah, I've just been creature screwed here, really. No creatures. Couldn't top that deck anyway, and just ran into a very aggressive rollout. Corruption Trawashi. Lucky old you. Okay, I'm going to unseal the Necropolis and see if I can mill some creatures off the top. Oh, I can. That's good. That one can be a blocker on the ground and can drain a couple of life points for me. That's not bad. Maybe we can stay alive another turn. Let's target this opponent, please. Okay. can stay alive another turn, we've got our removal creature next turn. We'll see what we can do. Okay, I think he just is going to send everything at me. Oh, that's a 4/4. Okay, yeah, that's not good. So my guess is 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I have to block that, unfortunately, and take 8, and that's the only way I survive. Okay, all we can do is take out the flyer. So we'll do that. And he's got Angelic Intervention, because why is it my opponents can draw these things at the right time? And draw creatures, you know. Well, I had a chance to mulligan, I didn't take it. Yeah. 2020 hindsight, should definitely have mulliganed. Oh, God. Block there, block there. Good game. Yeah. So, it was an opening hand with Scroll Shift, Corrupted Conviction, and no creatures. So, yeah, I guess you have to mulligan that. You can't. Yeah. I'm so worried about my deck messing with my lands. If I get 3 lands, very hard to mulligan it. But yeah, would have been the right choice there. That's just another non-game, basically. But there you go. Yeah, last 2 games not so great. But it's karma for, I suppose, getting the timeout victory in, would have been, let's see, game 7. But, yeah, not a bad result. First attempt at Premier Draft Aftermath. I went in deciding to rare draft. I got quite a few rares. One tough decision I had. I went for Knight-Errant of Eos, which is a rare, over a mythic from Aftermath, because it was relevant for the deck. So that's usually I would pick a mythic, but there you go. I think in future drafts I'm going to probably ignore these rares from the the set within a set, like Atris here, whatever that's called. It will actually tell you down here somewhere. Multiverse Legends. I might ignore those rares if they're not in my, if there's no chance of me playing them, because I've ended up with quite a few of those, I think. Yeah, I took Aurelia the War Leader as well. Arix Methers. So I did have 3 of those. Yeah, but this was surprisingly good. Pretty decent mana curve. Maybe 1/5 drop too many, but I decided I liked the Etched Doombringer in this deck more than Tiller of Flesh. I only had 2 spells that were targeted, so I thought this is very unlikely to make any incubate tokens. It would have been good with the Sculpted Perfection, because it would have been 3/5, but there you go. That's right, Invasion Theros, we dropped that because I only have 1 Demigod and 1 Aura in the deck. So I thought probably this doesn't make any sense to play at all, and I think I was right with that. But it means, though, if you're playing these, it's easier to find your Realmbreaker's Grasp, I suppose, when you need it. It's like a tutor for Realmbreaker's Grasp. But I think it's just not a very good value card. Especially when you've managed to... Because I know I'm bound to draw... Every game I draw Invasion of Theros, I've already drawn Daxos and Realmbreaker's Grasp, and so it does literally nothing on coming into play. And it's just another battle that you're going to struggle to flip. You kind of need your battles to help you get control of the battlefield in some way. The removal battles, probably the best ones. This one's Invasion Dominaria is probably most playable of the ones I've got, just because you're gaining 4 life, you draw a card. So it seems a bit better. At least it's replacing itself. And yeah, I did go for Scroll Shift, Corrupted Conviction, Unseal the Necropolis, which if you end up drawing all 3 of them in the early game and no creatures, you're dead. Those are all dead cards. Which is why I tend to shy away from these kinds of cards that are not removal and are not creatures. Occasionally you get murdered just because you draw all of them at the same time. But yeah, I just need to force myself to mulligan some of these really bad 3-land hands, I think. It's a new concept for me. I was hoping I would top deck all of my creatures, but it didn't happen that time, and that deck just completely ran me over. And even had the perfect 3-drop to completely nullify Realmbreaker's Grasp, which was impressive. Anyway, but overall we did pretty well. We got Hoarding Broodlord out quite a few times. Just had to sort of remember back, so that, the last 2 games were so bad, but before that it was fantastic. Getting Hoarding Broodlord and even casting a bit of Scroll Shift on there to get another tutor effect. Using Convoke on the Knight-Errant and finding creatures, that was cool. I think I flipped a battle with Etched's Doombringer. First time I've done that, I flipped the Invasion of Eldraine. So that was cool. Or, no, actually it might even have been Invasion of Dominaria now I think of it. Because I think I got in with 2 damage and it had 3 left, so it must have been this one. Yeah. Anyway. And yeah, very happy about my 2 1-drops, Tarkir Duneshapers. I think these are pretty good. Right, let's claim my winnings. 1800 and 5 packs. So that gets me up to 5,000 gems. I've still got 1 draft token left, so I think I will give this another go this week. And I'll probably, I think the plan is I'll just get the Mastery Pass with the gems. And then I've got a 3rd draft token, so I'll do probably just 2 more of these. I mean, I could start spending gems on them, but I'm not sure about that. I think that's when it starts to... the pressure is on, it feels like. It feels like a lot of gems just for a draft. Anyway, I think that's the video, so thanks for watching.